You're listening to exclusive baseball coverage on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. The Open Mic Broadcast Network is proud to serve the community and beyond. The station designed with you in mind. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. Be sure to visit our website at www.obnradio.com. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, or should I say good afternoon. Welcome to another live broadcast here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Mike French here with you. We're on the lovely campus of Prairie View A&M University at John Tankersley Baseball Field, and believe it or not, baseball season has started. The Panthers are 0-3 on this young season, but this is the season opener for the Panthers. Today's game is being made possible by Apple Ford Hyundai of Brenham, Texas. Why don't you go by and find out why they're called the best-kept secret in Brazos Valley. We got the starting lineups that will be coming up here momentarily. We're going to take us a quick break, and we'll be right back with today's starting lineup. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Keep it where you got it, and we'll be right back. Apple Ford Hyundai is a dealer you can count on. Apple's range of car services include new Ford Hyundai sales, used car sales, car loans, and auto financing. Certified Ford Hyundai Auto Service Department, full selection of Ford Hyundai auto parts and aftermarket accessories. Go on out to Brenham, Texas, and find out why Apple Ford Hyundai has been named the best-kept secret in Brazos Valley. They're located at 1820 Highway 290 West in Brenham, Texas. You can dial a toll-free number at 888-898-6095. There's even an internet sales division. Simply go to www.appleford.com. Apple Ford Hyundai of Brenham, Texas. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Prince here with you from John Tankersley Baseball Field. The Panthers coming in, as we mentioned, 0-3. They opened up against the Houston Baptist Huskies, and it was not favorable for the Panthers. The Panthers will be facing Incarnate Word Cardinals out of San Antonio area. Incarnate Word comes in with a 1-2 record. Defensively for the Panthers, they'll have in left field Mr. Daughtery by the name of Brant Daughtery. You have center field number 14, Mr. Darian Williams. In right field will be Joseph Mack. They affectionately call him Joe Mack. At shortstop will be Walter Wells, number 20, out of San Diego, California. At second base, wearing number 3, will be Edward Robledo. And at first base, wearing number 8, will be Mr. Angel Avalos. And we'll get to Avalos. We get that right after a while. And then we have at third base, wearing number 1, Mr. Kevin Macias. Kevin Macias, starting pitcher for the Panthers, will be number 10, Mr. Michael Dewey. He'll be facing up against Mr. Mark Whitehead. He'll be playing center field wearing number 11 for the Cardinals. At shortstop will be Matt Morris. He'll be wearing number 2. Number 29, playing left field, will be Jesse Hoover. Number 24, Austin Hoffman, will be in right field. Number 34, Ethan McGill, will be at first base. Number 20, Colton Bissett, will be catching. And for the third base duties, wearing number 5, will be Brant Kale. At designated hitter will be Christian, and he pronounces that Devilbiss. It's Divelbiss. Second base will be number 3, Blake Woosley, and on the mound will be number 36, John Schul. Panthers are led by head coach Wascala Cullivan, and the Cardinals are led by head coach Dan Heap. The coaches are out getting their instructions, getting things together. We are moments away. It's scheduled for a 2 p.m. first pitch start, as we will get ready to take a break, and we'll be right back with live Panther action right here from the Open Mic Broadcast Network, where we serve you and the community beyond. Keep it where you got it, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back with some Panther baseball. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but please be sure to spread the word. You can join us by following us on Twitter at OBN_radio Like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're on Instagram at OBN Radio. And don't forget to follow us on our website at www.obnradio.com. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our listen live line is 213-401-0037. Dial that number from any phone in the country and listen to our live broadcast coverage. In the event there's technical difficulty with that line, be sure to use our backup line. That number is 724-444-7444. The code is 46493. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but please be sure to spread the word. You can join us by following us on Twitter at OBN_radio, like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're on Instagram at OBN Radio, and don't forget to follow us on our website at www.obnradio.com. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our listen live line is 213-401-0037. Dial that number from any phone in the country and listen to our live broadcast coverage. In the event there's technical difficulty with that line, be sure to use our backup line. That number is 724-444-7444. The code is 46493. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're just about done with the ground rules for today. We have the misfortunes of making an announcement that PV Nation has lost a longtime staff member and dear to all of our hearts, Dr. Wayman Webster, passed on yesterday. Our condolences go out to the family and all those that knew him well at PV Nation. A very chilly day on today as these teams get ready. We're going to have the starting lineups here announced in just a second.
For the start of the 2015 home Prairie View A&M baseball season, today's game features the Cardinals and the University of the Incarnate Word
announcements by Mr. Allen.
Prairie View A&M Panthers.
I tell you what, we'll take another break and we'll be back once they get ready. I want to give a shout out to Pastor Walter Wells Sr. and Miss Frankie Wells, listening all from San Diego, California. So they're getting ready now for the playing of the national anthem. We'll stay right here just for that. We'll be right back once they get done playing the national anthem. As they're still queuing things up, I want to remind you that you are listening live to Panther Baseball right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. I believe this is year 8 or 9 for us. No, it's not going on yet, Mr. Yup. I got Mr. Yup a long time. Remember, an old baseball player from Prairie View. And then waiting. Maybe Allen needs to sing it. We'll find out what's going on. Oh, sing. Okay, they got it going now. It's the Whitney Houston version. As they are taking care of that, we'll take a break and we'll be right back. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of Waller County Athletics. Man, baseball coming real soon. I promise it's right around the corner. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but please be sure to spread the word. You can join us by following us on Twitter at OBN_radio, like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're on Instagram at OBN Radio, and don't forget to follow us on our website at www.obnradio.com. radio.com. The station designed with you in mind. The Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our listen live line is 213-401-0037. Dial that number from any phone in the country and listen to our live broadcast coverage. In the event there's technical difficulty with that line, be sure to use our backup line. That number is 724-444-7444. The code is 46493. The station designed with you in mind. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but please be sure to spread the word. You can join us by following us on Twitter at OBN_radio, like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're on Instagram at OBN Radio, and don't forget to follow us on our website at www.obnradio.com. The station designed with you in mind. The Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our listen live line is 213-401-0037. Dial that number from any phone in the country and listen to our live broadcast coverage. In the event there's technical difficulty with that line, be sure to use our backup line. That number is 724-444-7444. The code is 46493. The station designed with you in mind. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have things set up as they finally got Miss Whitney Houston to give her rendition of Patriot to Old Glory. I'm on live right now, Brother Yup. So we have Mr. Michael Dewey, who's winding up and warming up for the Panthers. As the Panthers get ready, they're in their home white pants and the purple tops, gold lettering. They'll be facing off against the Cardinals. Cardinals got a slick look, black tops, gray pants with white numbers trimmed in red as they'll be coming up. The first batter for the Cardinals will be Mr. Mark Whitehead. Mark Whitehead will be stepping up. He is from San Antonio, Texas, 5'9", 175 pounds. Not outfielder, but yes, center fielder. As Dewey is ready to come through, he does his last toss. The toss down to second base from the catcher, Mr. Wright, and we're ready to get on the go here. Whitehead coming in, batting from the left-hand side, wearing number 11 as we await this first pitch for the home opener of Panther baseball. Dewey steps in with Rye, and he's ready to make his delivery. Pitch on the way, and the first pitch is in for a strike. And that first pitch was recorded at 1:58 p.m. Central Standard Time. Dewey's next pitch offered up, misses outside for ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike just on the way, scheduled for 9 here at Prairie View, Texas. The Panthers 0-3, the Cardinals 1-2. There's a ball hit sharply into right center field. It gets down in front of Joe Mack, and that will be a base hit for Mr. Whitehead as he leads off with a single to start things off for the Cardinals. It brings up now the shortstop, number 2, Matt Morris. Morris coming in, batting from the right-hand side. Morris comes out of Scottsdale, Arizona. He's a junior, 6 foot, 180-pounder, bats right and throws right. Ready to go up against Dewey. Dewey the sidewinder, and he misses that one outside for ball 1. 1-0 is the count. We're just on the way here at Prairie View, Texas. Panthers and the Cardinals getting together. The Southland Conference versus the Southwestern Athletic Conference. The 1-0 pitch, and it's a check over at first base. The runner is back. Almost looked like Dewey kind of balked just then. It looked like his hands broke a little bit, but he was able to hold it together as he gets ready now to face off against Morris. Checks the runner, he throws, and that's a ball downstairs, and it makes it 2-0 to the Cardinal shortstop, Matt Morris. On deck will be Jesse Hoover for the Cardinals. Coming in to check now is Dewey. Checks the runner back at first, and he is back at time. Avalos, I believe that's what we said. Avalos, we'll get it together. Avalos at first base for the Panthers. The runner does not go. Check swing. That ball's back out of play. Makes it 2 balls and 1 strike. As the number is 213-401-0037. Should pick right on up. Check the runner back at first base. In time. Sometimes you get a little delayed reaction sometimes, but nonetheless, all is well. Dewey throws. Ball misses upstairs, and it is 3-0 now to the batter. 3-1, I'm sorry. There was a foul ball. Tipped off. 3 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out here in the top of the first inning. The pitch, the runner goes, and that is ball 4. And that's going to be a base on ball, so it will not be a stolen base. The free pass. And it's 2 runners on for the left fielder, Jesse Hoover. So
the left fielder, number 29.
We'll try to find out exactly what's going on here. We got a ball hit toward the second baseman. That's going to get in for a hit, and it gets under a right fielder, Mack, and that is going to be a run score. It's going to be a base hit and an error on the right fielder to allow the runner to score. And it will bring runners at first and third. And we got a little quick, technical difficulty. Hold on 1 second. We'll fix that in just a second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We do apologize about that. Had a little technical difficulty, but we are back. Austin Hoffman is the batter as he takes a check swing back to the pitcher. Then Dewey goes to first base. He thought about it. He held the runner. That will be a 1-3. The runner will advance. So you got runners at second and third. And it brings up now Mr. Ethan McGill.
For the Cardinals, the
Ethan McGill,
34, Ethan McGill,
is up to bat. He's batting from the left-hand side. And he takes strike 1 from Dewey. 0-1's the count. 1-0 is our score. Top of the first inning. Panthers trail. And there's a swing and a ball fouled out of play, and it makes it quickly 0-2 to the first baseman, Ethan McGill. 0-2 is the count, 1 out. Panthers are giving up a run off an error from the right fielder, Joe Mack. There's a ball hit towards center field, and coming in, making the grab with ease was Williams. The runner tags up, and the ball was cut off. It shouldn't have been cut off, and that's going to end up being a run for Matt Morris to come across the board. So that will go as a sacrifice to center field for McGill, and he does get credit for the RBI. Brings up now number 20, Colton Bissett. Bissett wearing number 20, batting from the right-hand side, as he is from Cedar Park, Texas. 2-0 is our score here, and that ball is inside for ball 1. Panthers started the season off a bit rough with an 0-3 start, as that is a ball missed to Bissett. 2-0 is the count. Michael Dewey been doing a lot of relief work past couple of years for Coach Cullivan. as he gets that one over, and that one's just high. 3-0 is the count. On deck is the third baseman, number 5, Brance Kale. 3-0 pitch off it up, and that one finally gets in for strike one. 3-1 is the count. 2-0 is our score. Season home opener here for the Panthers. There's another ball fouled back, and it makes it 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count. Dewey facing off against Bissett. Pitch on, and that hits the batter. Payoff pitch did not come through, so that will be a hit by pitch for runners at first and second. That's Bruce Kale comes up. Brance Kales.
Now that is the third baseman, number 5, Brance Kale.
So we got that as Brance Kale. He takes ball inside. 1-0 is the count to the third baseman. Kelly is out of Grapevine, Texas, up there by East Texas, up there by Palestine. That's a breaking ball, and that hits the batter. And that is another hit batter for Mr. Michael Dewey, and now the bases are loaded for the number 8 designated hitter, Mr. Christian Divelbis. Divelbis batting from the right-hand side, 6'1", 220 junior, out of Yuba City, California. Pretty big guy. Divelbis comes in to face up against Dewey. This will be batter number 8 to come to the plate this inning. Pitch on the way, and that one is down low for ball 1. 1-0 is the count.
The designated hitter, number 44, Christian Divelbis.
So it is 2-0. I'm sorry, 1-0. 2-0 is our score. I got my O's mixed up with my ones. Pitch on the way. There's a ball tap foul down third base line. Makes the count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Old Blacksher Stadium is not where it used to be anymore. Construction is on the way. Ryan McGinty signed off on the paperwork, and the construction began. There's a ball fouled back out of play. Makes it 1 ball and 2 strikes. Beautiful day, a little brisk, cool. High skies, not a lot of clouds in the air. But it is a lovely day for some baseball. 1-2 pitch by Dewey is swung on and missed for the first strikeout, and that will retire the Cardinals. But they get 2 runs across. One error and 2 runners left on base. We are going to the bottom half of the first inning. Panthers will have coming up for them to lead off the home opener. Kevin Macias, Walter Wells, and Anthony Fernandez. You're listening to Panther Baseball here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but please be sure to spread the word. You can join us by following us on Twitter at OBN_radio, like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're on Instagram at OBN Radio, and don't forget to follow us on our website at www.obnradio.com. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our listen live line is 213-401-0037. Dial that number from any phone in the country and listen to our live broadcast coverage. In the event there's technical difficulty with that line, be sure to use our backup line. That number is 724-444-7444. The code is 46493. The station designed with you in mind. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas.
All right, welcome back to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're live from Prairie View campus at John Tankersley Baseball Complex as the Panthers will send up Mr. Kevin Macias.
Leading off the bottom of the first inning for the Panthers, the third baseman, number 1, Kevin Macias.
Macias coming in, batting from the right-hand side. We don't have any stats on the Panthers as of yet. We'll get something for you as we develop along this season here. .167 is his batting average. Thank you, Mr. Allen. And the first pitch is in for a strike as he faces off against Mr. Shull. 0-1 pitch. That ball hit towards center field, giving chase. Camping up under it is Whitehead, and he makes the grab in right center field for out number 1. Brings up the shortstop all the way from San Diego, California. So Walter Wells. We'll give a shout out to his grandparents listening in San Diego, California. Pastor Walter Wells.
Number 20, Walter Wells.
Frankie Wells. Father, Walter Wells, I guess that would make him junior. Is in the stands today. Got his camcorder working. First pitch is in for strike 1. Walter Wells coming in, batting .273 from the right-hand side, and he takes that one outside for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. On deck will be the designated hitter, Anthony Fernandez. Working fast as Schultz. He delivers. There's a ball hit toward right field. That's going to get down in the corner. That should be at least 2 for Wells. He rounds first base. He's going to throw. The throw will not be in time. Be a 1-out double for Walter Wells to right field. So Wells adds his hit connection, brings up the left-handed hitting Anthony Fernandez. Fernandez taking a few drives.
All batting for the Panthers, the designated hitter, number 19, Anthony Fernandez.
Fernandez is from San Marcos, California, went to Palmer Community College. The 6'1" left-handed swing. Batting .200 on the year. First pitch he takes is downstairs for ball 1. Panthers trailing 2-0 here in the bottom half of the first inning. Scheduled for 9. Only one of those runs was earned. And that one will be outside for ball 2. 2-0 is the count. 2-0 is the count. 2-0 is our score. Walter Wells waits at second base. 2-0 pitch offered by Shaw is outside for 3-0. On deck is the left fielder, Grant Daughtery. Panthers trying to find their first win of this young 2015 season. 3-0 pitch offered up, and that is a strike. 3-1 is the count. I heard someone say 3-0 is always the best pitch, but unless you're guaranteed to hit home runs, you better leave it alone. 3-1 count being offered up from the pitcher show. That off-speed pitch misses outside, and that's going to be a free pass for Fernandez. So runners at first and second for Grant Daughtery. Grant Daughtery coming in, batting from the right-hand side.
For left fielder, number 12, Grant Daughtery.
Daughtery is a 143 hitter out of Houston, Texas. Went to Angelina Community College up in Lufkin, Texas. The pitch on the way is a strike, and you could hear the mitt being popped by the pitcher show on that pitch. Panthers here in the bottom of the first inning, trying to find their way. They're trailing 2-0. Pitch offered up, and there's a strike on the outside corner. Quickly 0-2 to the former catcher, now outfielder for the Panthers. Joel looks in, checks with his battery mate, was set. Jack Walter Wells at second base. Pitch off it up, hit out of play, and the count remains 0-2. On deck for the Panthers will be Joseph Mack. So it is 0-2, 1 out. Runners at first and second. Fernandez at first, Wells at second. Joel on the mound. The pitch is off it up. There's a ball poked down the line, foul to right field. And the count remains 0-2. 0-2 count, about to be offered up from Shoal. Ryan McGinty, it's like digging a tunnel. And there's a strike 3 call outside corner. Dollery goes down looking on strikes. And it's going to bring up Joseph Mack, the right fielder. Mack coming in.
Coming to the plate for the Panthers, the right fielder, number 9, Joseph Mack.
He's a former Gator from San Jacinto College. A lot of the outfield has been shaken up right now because the All-American outfielder, Ben Bestie, has been injured. He has an injured hand, so it's got a little look for Coach Cullivan now as the pitch is hit right back up the middle. It could get through. A nice backhand grab by the second baseman, Woosley, to make the stop, and that prevented a run from coming in. It will be a base hit for Mack, and runners will be all on the pads. Everybody advances 90 feet. It brings up now Mr. Connor Rye, the catcher for the Panthers.
Number 28, Connor Rye.
Connor Rye comes in batting .400, 900 slugging average. So this is the guy you want at this time at the plate. He takes ball 1 on the outside corner. Had 1 home run, a triple, and 2 singles. Not a bad start. He awaits the pitch from Shoal. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Breaking ball. Gets in for a strike. Wells at third base. Fernandez is at second. And Joe Mack is at first base. Right now, Rye is trying to at least get 1 run. A base hit would definitely tie it up here in the bottom of the first inning. Waiting the pitch from Shoal. Breaking ball. Inside corner. Strike 2. 1 ball. 2 strikes. 2 outs. Bases are loaded. 1-2 is the count. Not 2-1. Pitch offered up from Shoal. Stops, kicks, and fires. That one's outside. That call even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 is the count. 2-0 our score. Bottom of the first inning. We're on the lovely campus of Prairie View A&M University. Beautiful day. A little brisk, cool, kind of overcast start, but now it looks perfect outside. Pitch on the way. There's a ball hit well to left field. Going back is Hoover, and that ball is going to get out of here for a grand slam home run by Mr. Connor Rye. Connor Rye went deep and cleared the base paths, and just like that, the Panthers have got a 2-run lead, a 4 RBI grand slam for Mr. Connor Rye. Make that home run number 2 now for Mr. Rye as that ball kept going and kept going. Brings up now
first baseman number 8, Angel Avalos.
Angel Avalos now comes up to bat, batting from the left-hand side. He hits one right back to the pitcher, and that will be the 1-3 put out to retire the Panthers, but the Panthers get 4 big runs
All the Panthers at the bottom of the first
3 hits.
4 runs on 3 hits.
No errors.
No runners.
Nobody left on base.
After 1
He completed 1 inning of work. The Panthers on top by the score of 4-2. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back. You're listening to Panther Baseball right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Apple Ford Hyundai is a dealer you can count on. Apple's range of car services include new Ford Hyundai sales, used car sales, car loans, and auto financing. Certified Ford Hyundai Auto Service Department, full selection of Ford Hyundai auto parts and aftermarket accessories. Go on out to Brenham, Texas, and find out why Apple Ford Hyundai has been named the best-kept secret in Brazos Valley. They're located at 1820 Highway 290 West in Brenham, Texas. You can dial a free number at 888-898-6095. There's even an internet sales division. Simply go to www.appleford.com. Apple Ford Hyundai of Brenham, Texas. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I want to remind you that you are listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network as we are going into the top of the second inning. Panthers will be facing Blake Woosley. He'll be leading off. He's batting in the 9-hole, and we'll be back at the top of the lineup. Woosley coming in. He'll be approaching the plate. Woosley is from Corvallis,
the second inning for the Cardinals. The second baseman, number 3, Blake Woosley.
So Woosley ready to come in now. He'll face up against Dewey, who has a 4-2 lead. First pitch misses for ball 1. 1-0 is the count. Dewey working a little faster. There's a bunt attempt out of play. Rye could not get to that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. On deck, as we mentioned, will be the top of the lineup. I want to remind you that this broadcast is being made possible by Apple Ford Hyundai of Brenham, Texas. Check them out and find out why they're called the best-kept secret in the Brazos Valley. 1-0 pitch is hit, double foul. I want to say it was a foul ball. And we're going to switch the balls out. 1 ball and 2 strikes. We got former ball player from Prairie View. We might have to get a mic and then let him start talking over. He said, throw the ball. Don't play with him. Throw the ball, son. It's over. You say, chunk that thing. Pitch on the way, and that misses. Ball 1. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Top of the second inning. Panthers on top, 4-2. Big grand slam home run by Connor Rye as that ball misses outside. Makes it all even at 2-2. 2-2 pitch. That ball hit sharply to left center field. Making a dive and catch was Grant Daughtery. Coming inside, running to his left, makes the leap of faith, and he comes up with the catch. Brings up now the leadoff man, Mark Whitehead. Whitehead got a single, and he scored.
Mark Whitehead.
He scored off the error in right field when Mr. Mack couldn't come up clean with it. He was able to score. He would have been held at second base. That ball is hit out of play for strike 1. Got him listed as a 286 batter. Always like the way that lefty swings. Got a natural uppercut swing as he check swings, and it's going to be called a strike. Quickly makes it 0-2. On deck is the shortstop, Matt Morris. Panthers on top, 4-2 after giving up 2 runs. There's a ball hit high in the air to right field. Mack going for it and coming up with it in foul territory for out number 2. Joe Mack, they call him. Got that for out number 2, so we got 2 batters, 2 outs. Coming up now will be Matt Morris.
Now that is the shortstop, Matt Morris.
Morris got walked in the first inning, and he scored. 455 hitter. He's ready to make his second at bat. And the off-speed pitch floats in there for strike number 1 from Mr. Dewey. 0-1's the count. 4-2 is our score. Top of the second inning, Panthers on top of the Cardinals. Another off-speed pitch. That one misses upstairs. 1-1 is the count. Panthers trying to break that 3-game losing streak. Dewey comes in. There's a ball fouled out of play, and it is quickly 1-2. To the right side, that ball went. PV Nation's in the house. Not a lot of people here today. It's a little brisky, but they are here. That ball misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the second inning. That ball misses outside, and it is full count. Full count. Payoff pitch on the way. There's a swing and a miss, and down goes Morris, and Dewey goes 1, 2, 3, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We are going to the bottom half of the second inning. The Panthers on top, 4-2. You're listening to Panther Baseball right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but please be sure to spread the word. You can join us by following us on Twitter at OBN_radio, like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're on Instagram at OBN Radio, and don't forget to follow us on our website at www.obnradio.com. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our listen live line is 213-401-0037. Dial that number from any phone in the country and listen to our live broadcast coverage. In the event there's technical difficulty with that line, be sure to use our backup line. That number is 724-444-7444. The code is 46493. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live from Prairie View, Texas, as the Panthers get ready to start the second half of this second inning. Bottom half, I should say. The first pitch is swung and fouled off by Darian Williams, the center fielder for the Panthers. On deck is Edward Robledo. The 0-1 pitch, and that one gets in for strike 2. Want to remind you that tonight, when we're done here, we'll be at the campus of Waller for their final home basketball game tonight. They take on Magnolia Bulldogs. Tip-off for 7:30. There's a swing and a miss. And the tag for the out, and down goes Williams on strikes. So it brings up now the second baseman, Edward Robledo.
Now batting. The second baseman, number 3, Edward Robledo.
Robledo from Wharton, Texas, the Wharton High School. It's his first at bat for the season, and he takes strike 1. Robledo, not a real big fella. They got him listed at 5'10". I think somebody's being generous. He takes strike 1. If he's 5'10", I'm sorry, strike 2. If he's 5'10", I'm 6'4". So the 0-2 pitch offered up to Robledo was outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bottom half of the second inning, Panthers on top by the score of 4-2. And that ball is outside, makes it 2-2. The 2-2 pitch on the way, and that misses outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. On deck will be the top of the lineup, Mr. Kevin Macias. Payoff pitch on the way from short. As the ball hit toward the first baseman, making the grab, and out unassisted for Mr. McGill. So that will bring up Mr. Kevin Macias. Macias will slide out to center field. His first at bat. Pitching from the windup will be shown as he's ready to go to work right now. 0-2. That pitch gets in for strike one. 0-1 is the count. Pitch offered up. There's a ball hit high on the infield. Second baseman camping up under it. Woosley makes the catch, and that will retire the Panthers. Panthers get no runs, no hits, no errors, and we've completed 2 innings of work. Panthers on top, 4-2.
You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but please be sure to spread the word. You can join us by following us on Twitter at OBN_radio, like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're on Instagram at OBN Radio, and don't forget to follow us on our website at www.obnradio.com. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our listen live line is 213-401-0037. Dial that number from any phone in the country and listen to our live broadcast coverage. In the event there's technical difficulty with that line, be sure to use our backup line. That number is 724-444-7444. The code is 46493. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Ready to start this top half of the third inning. Leading off will be Jesse Hoover. Hoover got a single his last at bat. Left stranded at third base. So Dewey ready to go for inning number 3 of work. That ball is tapped foul out of play for strike one. During our inning of, I guess, rejuvenating our thoughts and collectively, had a little discussion. I'm not the official scorer. There's a ball 1-1. He says tomato, I say tomato. That being Mr. Allen, who's the assistant SID. There's a ball hit sharply off the glove of Walter Wells. We'll see how he'll rule that one. And he's going to say that was a hit. Okay. Wells looked like he might have been camped right up under that, and give credit to Hoover for the second hit. Brings up now Austin Huffman. Hoffman, I should say, tapped out to the pitcher, and he swings mightily and misses for strike one.
How about it? The right fielder, Austin Hoffman.
Hoffman, 1-3, put out, last at bat. 0-1 is the count now. Pitch on the way. There's a ball hit in foul territory. Giving chase was Rye and the first baseman, Avelos, and that goes untouched for strike two. So Rye readjusting his catcher's gear. On deck, it's Mr. Ethan McGill. Nice to see a double play for the Panthers right about now. There's a ball hit sharply foul toward left field. Turning on that one was the big guy Hoffman. Count remains 0-2. Four-2 is our score, top of the third inning. Panthers on top. They gave up 2 in the first and turned around and got 4 in the first off the big home run from the catcher, Rye. That ball is fouled back out of play. Count remains 0-2. The runner at first base is Jesse Hoover. Should have decent speed since he's playing outfield. No type of activity going on, or it appears to be, as he's leaning back toward first base. There's another ball, and just staying alive right now is Hoffman. He's battling with 2 strikes, fouled off 4 pitches thus far. He's ready to get back to work. It's Dewey. Dewey checks the runner. He kicks and fires a breaking ball, and that one is off the glove and the bat of Rye, and foul ball is the call. 0-2 remains the count. Nobody out here in the top of the third inning. For someone hitting .083, he's doing a good battle. There's another ball foul back out of play. The count still remains 0-2. Sometimes numbers can be deceiving in baseball. They got him in the 4-hole for something, and he's kind of proving it right now. They almost caught the runner leaning. Sometimes these guys that bat in that 3, 4, 5 hole, they put pressure on themselves, figure that they got to come through, especially early in the season, instead of letting their natural instincts take over. The pitch on the way, and that one misses outside, and we finally got a ball that was not fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out here in the top of the third inning. Live from Prairie View A&M University, Panthers 0-3 taking on Incarnate Word Cardinals, who are 1-2. The Southland versus the SWAC. There's a ball hit sharply toward shortstop over the head of Walter Wells. That's going to be back-to-back singles for the Cardinals. That was a quality at bat for Hoffman. Had 2 strikes and fouled off 4 or 5 pitches. Finally got the hit.
For Incarnate Word, the first baseman, Ethan McGill.
Ethan McGill got an RBI sacrifice fly, his last at bat back in the first inning. So officially, he will have his first at bat right now. Stepping in from the left-hand side, 300 hitter takes ball 1. Has a open stance, if you will, kind of leaning over the plate. Dewey fires, and that one gets in for the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 is the count. 4-2 is our score. We're in the top of the third inning on the campus of Prairie View at John Tankersley Baseball Complex. There's another ball. I thought that might have gotten in, but it is a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. And we got AJ in rare form today for the Panthers, the trainer for the Panthers. As that ball is foul, had the third base coach ducking for joy over there. 2-2, or I should say the equipment manager. Okay, tomato. Oh man. He is a rare form, ladies and gentlemen. Rare form. So we're ready to go back to work. 2 balls and 2 strikes, nobody out. Runners at first and second. Hoover and Hoffman on base. Both have got singles, back-to-back singles. There's a swing and a miss and a nice big strikeout that time for Dewey. That is the 3rd strikeout for Dewey, as that will bring up now Colton Bassett. Bassett was hit by a pitch and left stranded at second base.
The catcher, Colton Bassett.
I want to remind you, today's broadcast has been made possible by Apple Ford Hyundai of Brenham, Texas. Check them out. Find out why they're considered the best-kept secret in Brazos Valley. Pitch offered up. There's a swing and a miss. And now it seems like Dewey's little off-speed pitch has the Cardinals way out in front. Dewey working now. 0-1 is the count. He kicks and fires. There's another one, and that one just missed. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Panthers were victorious on yesterday trip to Grambling. That ball is in for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The men dominated 95-44 victory, and the ladies squeaked out a 59-51 victory. Both teams have made it back safely. That ball is fouled back. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 is the count, 1 out. Runners at first and second. Double play is still in order. Would be Dewey's best friend right about now. He checks the runner at second. Now he fires. That one's outside. Good stop that time by the catcher, Rye. And we're all even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. We'll see if we can get at least some water up here in between innings to help soothe the vocals. There's a ball hit well toward left field, but it's going to be foul. Now remains 2-2. He already has 1 homer, he being Bassett, and tried to show his home run power just then. Panthers on top 4-2. Dewey trying to keep it that way. He delivers. That one is outside. It's all full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Now the runners no doubt will be running. As a matter of fact, the runner at first base, Hoffman, is not even being held on right now. So the runners do go with the pitch. There's a swing and a tapper foul, and they'll go back and do it all over again. Got down the line pretty good, hit old Bissett for a catcher. Most of them catchers do a lot of bending up and down, in and out, but he moved pretty good. I guess, thank you very much, Mr. Allen. I guess if you only weigh 185 pounds, you ought to be able to run pretty fast, at least anyway. I weighed 185 pounds maybe at birth. But so the payoff pitch ready to come back now. Dewey checking the runners. The runners don't go. There's a ball hit right back up the middle, and it's going to be a base hit. Thought there might have been a play for Robledo, and a throw in at the plate. Safe, and a run does come in. The ball was dropped by Rye, so that base hit, and it was a delayed reaction as Hoover comes in scoring. So 3 singles in this inning, and Incarnate Word has made it a 4-3 deficit for them right now. Brings
the third baseman, Brant Staley.
Brant Staley was hit by a batter. His first at bat back in the first inning. He comes up now to face Dewey for the second time. There's a ball popped up. Wales going back, and there's, Macias. I figured I was going to say that, thinking about James Brown. Macias backpedals, he gets to out, but that was a much easier play for Wales to make coming from shortstop. Nonetheless, no foul, no harm. It's 2 outs for the Panthers.
Now batting for the Cardinals, the designated hitter, Christian Singleton.
Ivelbis was a strikeout victim back in the first inning as he comes up now to face Dewey here in the top of the third. And that pitch just misses inside for ball 1. 1-0 is the count. 4-3 is the score. As I've been told that Dewey has just reached the 70-pitch mark. There's a ball hit sharply to center field. Going back, misplayed that ball, and it's over the head of the center fielder Williams, and that's going to bring in 2 runs. The play at the plate will not be in time, and that's going to look like a hit in the books, but that ball was misplayed by the center fielder, and that's going to be a double in the books for Divelbis and 2 RBIs with 2 outs, and Incarnate Word has just taken the lead. That was not what you wanted to see.
At the plate,
if you are
the second baseman,
Michael Dewey. Woosley comes up. He lined out on a diving catch by Daughtery back in the second inning, and he will take strike 1. So this has been a labor of intensity for Dewey. That was pitch number 30 in this inning. 0-1 count. Offered up from Dewey. There's another sharp hit ball right back in front of Daughtery. The play will not be done. It was cut off. They thought about sending the runner Divelbis, and they held up. So there, another hit in this inning. That's the 5th hit of this inning alone. So now they're back at the top of the lineup with Mark Whitehead.
Now batting, the center fielder, Mark Whitehead.
5 hits in the inning, 3 runs for the Cardinals. They now have a 5-4 lead over the Panthers. This is the season opening home game for the Panthers. Oh, and that gets behind Mr. Whitehead. When I say behind, I do mean behind. Whitehead duck. They go back to do it all over again. Pitch offered up. There's a ball hit towards center field. Williams should have this one, and he makes the grab. The Panthers get out of the inning, but they give up 3 runs off of 5 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We are going to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Panthers on top by the score. The Cardinals on top by the score 5-4.
You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but please be sure to spread the word. You can join us by following us on Twitter at OBN_radio, like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're on Instagram at OBN Radio, and don't forget to follow us on our website at www.obnradio.com. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our listen live line is 213-401-0037. Dial that number from any phone in the country and listen to our live broadcast coverage. In the event there's technical difficulty with that line, be sure to use our backup line. That number is 724-444-7444. The code is 46493. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas.
All right, here we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. The Panthers will be sending up Walter Wells. Little Walter. Wells came up with a double score off a grand slam home run by Mr. Connor Rye. Give a shout out to the Wells family listening out of San Diego, California. First pitch to Wells is hit right back to the pitcher, and it'll be a 1-3 putout, and Wells is done. 1 pitch, 1 out, brings up Anthony Fernandez. Fernandez got a walk, and he was a recipient of the home run back in the 1st inning.
The designated hitter, number 18, Anthony Fernandez.
So Fernandez will face up against Scholl, and he takes strike 1. Hopefully, wherever you're listening, that you're enjoying our broadcast coverage of Panther sports right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. The 0-1 pitch gets into strike 2. 0-2 is the count. 5-4 is our score. Panthers are trailing here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Pitch offered up by Scholl is outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, top of the 3rd inning. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Panthers are trailing 5-4. That one misses. 2-2. On deck is Grant Daughtery. Working from the windup now is Scholl. He checks in, kicks and fires. That ball is hit toward the shortstop. And the 6-3 put out from Morris to McGill for out number 2. Brings up Grant Daughtery. Daughtery was called out on strikes back in the 1st inning. 2 strikeouts for Scholl. Darian Williams being the other victim back in the 2nd inning.
Now batting the left fielder, Grant Daughtery.
So Daughtery comes in, and he swings at the first pitch he sees and fouls it back out of play. 7 pitches thus far for Scholl this inning. The Panthers are helping him out. The 0-1 pitch being offered up outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Panthers trail 5-4 on the campus here at Prairie View A&M University. Pitch hit toward right center field, and that's going to be handled. Oh, he dropped the ball. And hustling in second base was Daughtery, but the right fielder, Hoffman, camped up under it as if it was a can of corn, and that's going to be an error, a 2-base error on the right fielder. Wow. So now it brings up Joe Mack. Joe Mack coming in. He got a single. He was on the pads. Mr. Rye went yard. And he will take ball one. 1-0 is the count. Panthers trailing 5-4, but the runner, Daughtery, the tying run, is at second base. Pitch off it up, and that one's on the outside corner for 1 ball and 1 strike. On deck is Connor Rye. Connor Rye got the big grand slam back in inning number 1, but now the Panthers are trailing 5-4. That ball is inside, and we're at 2 balls and 1 strike. Two and 1 is the count. 2 outs. 5-4 is our score. Joe Mack's the batter. He got a single his last at bat, seeing if he can at least get 1 more to tie this game up. Pitch on the way. There's a ball hit foul toward first base. And it will make us all even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Runner at second base in the bottom of the 3rd inning. I just realized that AJ has grown a full beard. This is not no shave, no November. And there's a swing and a miss, and down goes Mack. Panthers end up with no runs, no hits, 1 error, and there was 1 runner left on base. We have completed 3 innings. Cardinals on top by the score of 5-4. This is Mike Prince, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Keep it where you got it. We'll be right back.
You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but please be sure to spread the word. You can join us by following us on Twitter at OBN_radio, like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're on Instagram at OBN Radio, and don't forget to follow us on our website at www.obnradio.com. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our listen live line is 213-401-0037. Dial that number from any phone in the country and listen to our live broadcast coverage. In the event there's technical difficulty with that line, be sure to use our backup line. That number is 724-444-7444. The code is 46493. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to come to the top of the 4th inning. Matt Morris will be leading off for the Cardinals. Morris is actually he's 0 for 1. He's 0 for 1. Got a strikeout in the 2nd inning. He faces Dewey, and Dewey takes ball 1. Unofficially, we had Dewey recorded with 72 pitches. That was just pitch 73 in 3 innings of work. He's ready to go here, and that breaking ball hits the batter. And that's another hit batter for Dewey today. If I'm not mistaken, that is the 3rd hit batter that Dewey has hit. So now Hoover will come up to bat. Hoover has 2 singles. He scored a run back in the 3rd inning, was left stranded at 3rd in the 1st inning, as he will come in. Nice lead over there by Morris. There's a ball hit towards center field. Williams is camping up under it. He should have this one. He makes the grab, and that is out number 1. Brings up now Austin Hoffman.
The right fielder, Austin Hoffman.
Hoffman made an error that did not cost the Cardinals this past inning. He is 1 for 2 with a run scored, batting from the right-hand side. Pitch on the way from Dewey, gets the outside corner for strike 1. Want to remind you can follow us on Facebook, too, at Open Mic Broadcast Network. Like our page, Open Mic Broadcast Network. Pitch is swung on, and it is fouled back out of play. And you can follow us on Twitter. I found out that the older folks are on Facebook and the younger folks are on Twitter and Instagram. and Snapchat and all that kind of stuff. I'm not snapping. I'm not chatting. They got me at tweeting, so that's where I'll stay. Check the runner over there. Dewey ready to go back to work now. Pitch offered up. There's a swing and a miss, a big swing and a miss by Hoffman as he goes down for strikeout. The fourth strikeout for Michael Dewey.
The first baseman, Ethan McGill.
So McGill will come up to bat right now as he struck out his last at bat, and they checked the runner over at first base. 2 outs here in the top of the fourth inning. Remind you that we'll be back live at 7:30 as the Battle of the Bulldogs will go on between Waller and Magnolia. Waller will not be making the playoffs this year. They're struggling to find their way right now. And there's a ball that hit another batter. So McGill gets hit. That is hit batter number 4. 5? Is that 4 or 5? Let's see. That's 4. So now you have 2 runners that have gotten on this inning that were hit by batters. So Bissett comes up. Bissett was hit by a batter back in the first inning, and he got a single and scored in the third inning. 5-4 is our score. And there's another off-speed pitch. Dewey does have him out in front with that slow delivery. 0-1's the count. Pitch on the way. That one's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. The set. Stepping with that batting open, with that open stance. Dewey took a long time, so they called timeout. They're not holding the runners on at first base. So now Rye goes out to speak with Dewey and let him know 1 is fastball, 2 is curve, 3 is duck, and 4, let's go home. So the meeting has been adjourned. Here the dozers working as they're getting ready for the new Blackshear Stadium. Dewey ready to go. The pitch, that ball is fouled back out of play, and it's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. 5-4 is the score. So AJ wants me to let folks know that you cannot be trespassing during construction site. 1-2 pitch. That ball is hit high in the left side, running out of real estate was Macias. The count remains 1-2. Boy, that was a bad throw by the home plate official. Back to Dewey. Dewey had to backhand and shuffle his feet and everything else. So the 1-2 pitch being offered up from Dewey. Kicks has another one fouled back out of play. Count remains 1-2. 2 outs here in the top of the fourth inning. This game officially got started at 1:58 p.m. It was a 2 p.m. scheduled start. As Dewey gets ready to deliver, there's a foul tip. They're going to say that hit the batter. They're going to hit the handle of the bat. So now is he going to just talk to Dewey and let him know that, hey, man, you've hit too many people. You've already hit 4 people. He said, I'm going to hand you this ball. And when I hand you this ball, don't hit the next guy because it's cold outside. And then someone said, remember the throw that he made? That's why he walked it out there to him. So maybe it was a tit for tat. So the 1-2 pitch offered up from Dewey, checking the runner at second base. He kicks and fires. And there's a swing and a miss. And Michael Dewey gets out of the jam. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 runners left on, but we did have 2 batters. Panthers are trailing by the score of 5-4. When the Panthers come back to bat, they'll have coming up Connor Rye. Angel Avalos, and Darren Williams. You listen to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. This is Mike Prince. Keep it where you got it. We'll be right back.
Apple Ford Hyundai is a dealer you can count on. Apple's range of car services include new Ford Hyundai sales, used car sales, car loans, and auto financing. Certified Ford Hyundai Auto Service Department, full selection of Ford Hyundai auto parts and aftermarket accessories. Go on out to Brenham, Texas, and find out why Apple Ford Hyundai has been named the best-kept secret in Brazos Valley. They're located at 1820 Highway 290 West in Brenham, Texas. You can dial a toll-free number at 888-898-6095. There's even an internet sales division. Simply go to www.appleford.com. Apple Ford Hyundai of Brenham, Texas.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Mike Prince here with you. We're at John Tankersley Ball Field. Season opener, home opener. Man, baseball. Man, it is baseball season, Mr. Yuck. You know that, man? This is where the real boys run.
Leading off for the Panthers.
Here in the bottom half of the fourth inning is Connor Rye. Connor Rye last at bat was an impressive at bat, a grand slam home run as he will face Shoal for the second time, and he takes strike one. He's batting .455 on the year now, as that home run could do nothing but increase everything. An impressive slugging average as he will take strike two. Quickly in the hole, 0-2 to Connor Rye. Right down the road from Cypress, Texas. It's always good to have some of the locals running around. And, woo-wee, that's a ball. He's been working it. I thought he may have said he go just how far you can go, so he's giving them a little respect as a hitter to give them that pitch as a miss. 1-2 pitch offered up. And that one's outside. It is now even at 2-2. On deck will be Angel Avalos. We're going to get it right sooner or later. If that's not right, I'm pretty sure that Allen will help me. The 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed, and down goes Rye. First out of the inning.
Got into the Panthers, the first baseman, Angel Avalos.
Avalos comes up to bat. Avalos tapped out to the pitcher back in the first inning. As he awaits the pitch, he will take ball one on the outside corner. 1-0 is the count. 5-4 is our score. The Panthers are trailing here in the bottom of the fourth inning. That ball fouled back out of play. And I know you heard that if you're listening back at home. That hit right on the lip of this dugout or this grandstand section of the stadium. Ooh-wee, there's a ball inside the corner for strike two. 1-2 is the count. One out. Bottom of the fourth inning, Panthers trailing 5-4. Shoals pitch on the way. Swung on, hit toward the first baseman, McGill. And he'll get three unassisted. Brings up Darian Williams. Now, Darian Williams, he struck out back in the second inning. Shoal has 4 strikeouts.
Now, Darian, the center fielder, Darian Williams.
Darian Williams coming in. Got him playing center field. He had one, he misplayed a little bit a couple of innings ago as he would take ball one. In fact, that kind of helped the Cardinals get on top back in the third inning. That moved downstairs, and it's quickly 2-0. On deck is Edward Robledo. The 2-0 pitch. There's a ball hit high on the left side, giving chase in foul territory, and running out of real estate was the left fielder, Hoover. And the count will go to 2 balls and 1 strike. That ball hung up, it seemed like forever. The wind is blowing in now, if you look at Old Glory, straight in from center field. And made mention at the beginning of the game, the assistant coach, Chase Tidwell, had made mention was nothing was leaving out of here today, but they forgot to give that memo to our buddy, Mr. Rye. There's a shot hit right at the third baseman on the button, and Cahill was able to take care of that for the 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. He completed 4. The Panthers are trailing by the score of 5-4. You listen to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, and we'll be right back.
This is Betty McClellan. I'm president of Fortin County Junior College. You're listening to Pioneer Athletics on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
One day, I'll teach chemistry to kids.
I'm going to be an architect.
My dream is to be a chef.
At the U.S. Department of Education's Office of Federal Student Aid, we provide more than $150 billion each year in grants, loans, and work-study funds, making higher education possible for anyone at any stage of life.
I can go back to college.
I can change careers.
I can make a difference. Federal Student Aid, proud sponsor of the American Mind. Learn more about money for college at studentaid.gov.
Are you looking for an affordable way to increase your business? Let the Open Mic Broadcast Network lead the way. For a customized, affordable ad campaign, call 832-213-8824. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here starting off the top of the 5th inning for the...
Leading off the top of the 5th inning for the Cardinals, the third baseman, Brant Haley.
Brant Cayley will breed the leadoff here in the 5th inning. This game rolling right along. Dewey still out there as he gets the first pitch in for a strike. Dewey, we had unrecorded 86 pitches starting this inning off. He's ready to go to work here. And there's a tapper hit toward the shortstop, Wells. He takes it, fires it over. Oh, up the line. And that's going to be an E6. That ball was handled well by Wells and just threw it up the line, pulled the first baseman off, and that will be the second error committed by the Panthers.
Hitter, Kristen Dibblebis.
Dibblebis will come up to bat. Dibblebis got a single and 2 RBIs left stranded in the 3rd inning. He comes up now with a runner at first base. He hits one toward right center field, and that's going to be in the gap and is landing, and they're going to hold up the runners. That will be back-to-back doubles for Dibbleville as he will now be at second base, and the runner ends up Cahill ends up at third base. I'll get that right after a while, too. Well, now you have Blake Woosley coming up to bat. Woosley's 1 for 2.
Batting for the Cardinals, the second baseman, Blake Woosley.
Woosley coming up to bat. He got a single back in the 3rd inning, and he lined out to left field. First pitch, that ball is hit toward the right side. Giving chase and running out of real estate was the first baseman, Avalos. Strike 1. Don't be surprised if you see a little squeeze action coming on here to try to make sure you get a run here with your number 9 batter and your leadoff coming up here, depending on this next pitch situation. So Dewey is pitching from the stretch, runners at second and third base. Dewey delivers, and that one is inside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out. Here at the top of the 5th. The Cardinals on top by the score of 5-4. Michael Dewey checks in. He kicks and fires. And that one is outside. 2-1 is the count. Pitch on the way. There's a check swing, but he did go around. And it is 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 is the count. 5-4 is our score. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Nobody out. Runners at second and third base. Pitch on the way, and that is a strike call. And down goes Woosley. So it brings up Mark Whitehead.
The center fielder, Mark Whitehead.
Whitehead is 1 for 3. He got a single and scored back in the first inning. As it looks like that is going to be it for Dewey. Skylar Cullivan is taking the long walk, and it looks like all the infield will be coming together to discuss what's going on. While they're discussing that, I want to remind you that you can like our Facebook page at OBN, Open Mic Broadcast Network. So, Mr. Yup, you can go and like that Facebook page. You can follow us there. That is going to be it for Dewey. We're going to have a new pitcher to come tell us all about it. We'll take a break, and when we get done, we'll introduce the new pitcher. The Panthers are trailing right now here in the 5th inning by the score of 5-4. Runners at second and third base. When we come back, we'll introduce our new pitcher.
You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but please be sure to spread the word. You can join us by following us on Twitter at OBN_radio, like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're on Instagram at OBN Radio, and don't forget to follow us on our website at www.obnradio.com. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our listen live line is 213-401-0037. Dial that number from any phone in the country and listen to our live broadcast coverage. In the event there is technical difficulty with that line, be sure to use our backup line. That number is 724-444-7444. The code is 46493. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but please be sure to spread the word.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have a new pitcher for the Panthers all the way from Fort Worth, Texas, number 26, Jordan Johnson, 6'2", 180-pound freshman, as he will face off against Whitehead. Whitehead, as we mentioned, is 1 for 3. Both of these runners would be charged to Dewey. And that ball is hit toward left field. Going back, making the grab, the tag at third base. The throw will not be in time. There will be an out, though. However, there will be a sacrifice and an RBI. So that will bring in another run as Mr. Ray France will come in. Makes it now 6-4. Batting now is Matt Morris, who was hit by a pitch his last at bat. He has set up the middle. Walter Wells makes the grab, but it bounces off his glove. And that will be another run scored for the Cardinals. They're going to rule that as a hit. He was going up in the middle toward the bag, and they're going to credit that as a hit for Matt Morris. So 2 more runs come in, as that will bring up now Jesse Hoover. Hoover flied out to center field his last at bat. He taps that one foul for strike 1. He got in single and scored in the third inning, and he was a single and left stranded at third in the first inning. Panthers were giving up 2 runs this inning. An error set things up, as that ball is downstairs, and we're all even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Johnson coming in relief. Dewey unofficially had 94 pitches that he threw. Went 4 1/3 of an inning. One count to be offered up now by Johnson, and that one hits the outside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the 5th inning. 2 hits this inning. 1 big error has set the table for the Cardinals. Johnson now taking his time. Runner at first base is Matt Morris. They throw over, and that ball gets past Avelos, and that's going to be another error. That one actually on the first baseman. That's an E3. The runner advances to second base now. So 2 errors committed in this inning, and the Cardinals have capitalized. There's a ball tapped toward first base, foul. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 runs have come across here in the 5th inning. We are scheduled for 9. Score we have is 6-4. Yes, sir. We got that right there. There's a ball tapped back toward the pitcher, making the grab and the throw for the 1-3 will retire.
The Cardinals in the top half of the 5th inning, 2 runs on 2 hits.
2 runs off of 2 hits.
Your lead score is Incarnate Word
3 errors, 2 errors, and 2 runners left on base. We have completed 4.5 innings. The score is 7-4. The Panthers are trailing the Cardinals. Apple Ford Hyundai is a dealer you can count on. Apple's range of car services include new Ford Hyundai sales, used car sales, car loans, and auto financing. Certified Ford Hyundai Auto Service Department, full selection of Ford Hyundai auto parts and aftermarket accessories. Come on out to Brenham, Texas, and find out why Apple Ford Hyundai has been named the best-kept secret in Brazos Valley. They're located at 1820 Highway 290 West in Brenham, Texas. You can dial a toll-free number at 888-898-6095. There's even an internet sales division. Simply go to www.appleford.com. Apple Ford Hyundai of Brenham, Texas. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here on the campus of Prairie View. Panthers in a hole. They're trailing by a score of 7-4. Giving up 2 runs. There's a new pitcher for the Cardinals. That new pitcher, we'll tell you all about him in just a second. He's wearing number 21, Mr. Chris Jones, left-handed pitcher, 165-pound sophomore out of Hallettsville, Texas.
Leading off,
Hallettsville, Texas. So Robledo will now come in to lead off this bottom half of the 5th inning. As the Panthers come in trailing 7-4. So that is a strike called to Robledo. The 0-1 pitch swung on and missed. Quickly 0-2 to Robledo. The Panthers got 4 runs in the first inning, 3 hits. Since then, they've been shut out. Pitch offered up. That one's outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 is the count. 7-4. Panthers are trailing. Here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Pitch on the way. There's a ball tapped right back to the pitcher. And that will be the 1-3 put out as Jones was able to take care of Robledo. So it brings up Kevin Macias. Macias is 0 for 2. He flied out to center field, popped out to second base.
Third baseman Kevin Macias.
So Macias coming in now to face off against Jones. The lefty Jones kicks and fires. That one's upstairs for ball 1. 1-0 is the counts. Panthers have not scored since inning number 1. And that one is outside. 2-0. On deck for the Panthers is Walter Wells. Jones ready to go to work. Checking in with his catcher, Bassett. And he misses again, and it's 3-0. 3-0 is the count. Pitch on the way from Jones. And there's a strike called. 3 balls and 1 strike is the count. Macias takes a couple of dry cuts. And he takes strike 2. Count now has been full. Jones was down 3-0. He has worked back with 2 strikes in a row. Now for the payoff pitch. He kicks and fires. There's a ball sliced foul down right field line over to the new construction of the Blackshear Stadium. I wonder will they let me run across the field once it's complete. The payoff pitch on the way from Jones. There's a ball hit up the middle. Woosley goes to his right and makes the throw for the 4-3 putout. Brings up the shortstop, Walter Wells. Shout out to his family listening out of San Diego, California. Pastor Wells, First Lady Wells.
Walter Wells.
Pop is here in town. He's excited. He says he's going to be everywhere this year to watch his son play his senior year. Good to get out and support when you can. First pitch offered up to Wells. Breaking ball misses for ball 1. Wells ready to go, as is Jones. Jones checks, kicks, fires, misses upstairs for ball 2. 2-0 is the count. And if you're ever going to get one to groove, this might be it, little Walter. The 2-0 pitch offered up. And a strike is called. 2-1 is the count. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Panthers trail 7-4. Pitch offered up. That ball hit toward right field in foul territory. And it'll make it all even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. I want to remind you that as soon as we're done here, we'll be shooting down 290, getting ready for the final home basketball game for the Waller Bulldogs. Pitch offered up from Jones. That one fouled back out of play. And it remains 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th inning. Panthers and the Cardinals. Jones fires. There's a ball golfed high. Shortstop is being called off by the right center fielder. The center fielder, Whitehead, came all the way in to make that grab, and that will retire the Panthers. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. Of 7-4. This is Mike Branch. You listen to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We'll be right back.
Don't have internet access to listen to the Open Mic Broadcast Network? No problem. Listen to the broadcast from any type of phone anywhere in the country by dialing 213-401-0037. Compliments of Audio Now.
I'm a paramedic, and it may sound silly, but a lot of people are afraid to call 911 when they're experiencing uncomfortable pressure, fullness, squeezing, or pain in the center of the chest. You know why? Because they think it would be embarrassing if it were a false alarm. Instead, people risk permanent damage or death because they're afraid they might get a lecture. That's ridiculous. To learn more about heart attack warning signs, call the American Heart Association at 1-800-AHA-USA-1 or visit us on the web at americanheart.org.
Are you looking for an affordable way to increase your business? Let the Open Mic Broadcast Network lead the way. For a customized, affordable ad campaign, call 832-213-8824. All right, welcome back. We are at John Tankersley Baseball Complex on the campus of Prairie View A&M University. They're going into the top of the sixth inning. The Incarnate Word Cardinals, 1-2, have a 7-4 lead over the Panthers. Austin Hoffman will be leading off as he will be facing the reliever, Mr. Johnson. Jordan Johnson's first pitch is hit straight up, and the catcher, Rye, calls for it in foul territory on the third base side for out number 1. So it brings up now Ethan McGill. McGill was hit back in the fourth inning. He was one of 4 batters that was hit by Dewey, struck out in the third inning, and sacrificed RBI back in the first inning. At the open stance as he comes in to receive the pitch, and that one is downstairs for ball 1. The Cardinals got 2 runs in the first, 3 in the third, and 2 in the fifth. As a ball hit sharply toward right field, and that was past Robledo for another hit. That is hit number 10 for the Cardinals, unofficially. Brings up now Colton Bassett. Bassett on the way, and he takes strike 1. 0-1 is the count. Panthers trailing by the score of 7-4. That one is down. Nice stop by the catcher, Rye. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1's the count. 1 out. Runner at first base. Kicks, fires, does. Whoa! There's a strike call, and the man knee just buckled. I mean, he was just standing there and just buckled the catcher Bassett. At first, it was almost like he got hit. But he just buckled, and he's down. He's been attended to. I tell you what, we're going to take a break. We're not going to speculate anything that's going on, and as soon as we get some information, we'll get right back with you. We're going to take an injury timeout break right now. You're listening to Panther Baseball right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but please be sure to spread the word. You can join us by following us on Twitter at OBN_radio, like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're on Instagram at OBN Radio, and don't forget to follow us on our website at www.obnradio.com. The station designed with you in mind. The Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our listen live line is 213-401-0037. Dial that number from any phone in the country and listen to our live broadcast coverage. In the event there's technical difficulty with that line, be sure to use our backup line. That number is 724-444-7444. The code is 46493. The station designed with you in mind. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. There was an injury replacement for Bassett. So Bassett has a 1-2. Well, he's done. As he got a new batter in, number 9. The strikeout There's a swing and a miss, and that will actually be a strikeout credited to the batter, unfortunately, that came in to replace him, number 9, which is Mr. Will Trebes, or Treves. Will Treves goes down on strikes, and he'll be replacing Bassett, who just buckled. So that will be a strikeout. There's a ball hit toward right field, and the grab is made by the right fielder, Joe Mack. In a bizarre inning, sees the Cardinals get no runs off of one hit, no errors, and one runner left on. We're going to the bottom of the 6th inning. The Panthers are trailing by the score of 7-4. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network and Panther Baseball. Apple Ford Hyundai is a dealer you can count on. Apple's range of car services include new Ford Hyundai sales, used car sales, car loans, and auto financing. Certified Ford Hyundai Auto Service Department, full selection of Ford Hyundai auto parts and aftermarket accessories. Come on out to Brenham, Texas, and find out why Apple Ford Hyundai has been named the best-kept secret in Brazos Valley. They're located at 1820 Highway 290 West in Brenham, Texas. You can dial a toll-free number at 888-898-6095. There's even an internet sales division. Simply go to www.appleford.com. Apple Ford Hyundai of Brenham, Texas. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You can hear the music in the background, outstanding. Gap Band. That's when I had a Jerry curl. I really love you, baby, baby, baby. Well, I'm not ashamed. I'm glad of these grays. You got my fire. Anthony Fernandez will lead things off here in the 6th inning for the Panthers. The Panthers got 4 runs. Seemed like they were off to a dynamite start, but since then they've been shut out. They've got no hits since the 1st inning. As Fernandez will come up to see if he can change that status. It'll be a lefty-on-lefty battle. The pitch from Jones is in. Whoa, I guess not. That's ball 1. As they used to say, look good from my angle, Blue. But to no avail. The 1-0 pitch being offered up. Oh, there's a curveball that hits the batter. And that will be a 90-foot advancement for Mr. Fernandez. So now, Grant Daugherty. Grant Daugherty reached on error. He got a two-base error in right field. He's called out on strikes back in the 1st inning. We'll see what Daugherty can do right now as the lefty Jones gets ready to work with Fernandez on the mound. He delivers, and that's a ball. The ball almost got away from the backup catcher, Trebes, and we hope we're saying his name correct. Strike was called to Daugherty. 0-1 is the count. 7-4, Panthers are trailing here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Jones checks. Kicks. There's a bunt laid down beautifully by Daugherty. The catcher, Trebes, gets it, and it's going to be safe. They're going to say he's safe because as he came out to try, now the ball was thrown to the first baseman, McGill, and as he came up to try to throw what might have been a play at third base, he dropped the ball, so everybody's going to be called safe. So that will actually be an E3. So runners are at first and second, and it brings up Joseph Max. I almost said Jordan. I got it. Wrong Jordan. Joseph Max is being summoned by Wascala Cullivan. He said, look, son, I don't need a hero. Just put it in play. That's all I need.
Now batting for the Panthers, the right fielder, Joe Mack.
So Joe Mack comes up to bat. It'll be a lefty-on-lefty battle. We're in the bottom of the sixth inning. Nobody out. Runners at first and second. First runner, Fernandez, at second base. He got hit. Daugherty reached on an error by the first baseman. The throw was there, but he dropped it during the transition. The first pitch to Joe Mack is outside for ball one. And you can hear the Panthers bench is warming up, getting active, and warm-up is really not literally today. It's everything involved. There's a ball he hits for the hole, the backhand by the first baseman, and it's going to be the 3-6 out for Daugherty. Fielder's choice for Mack. So runners are at the corner now as Angel Avalos.
Now batting the catcher, Connor Rye.
I got right. I got one ahead. We want Rye up right now anyway. So Connor Rye, he is 1 for 2, but his big hit was the only damage that the Panthers were able to get back in the first inning with the grand slam. Now the assistant coach, Chase Tidwell, is going out to discuss the matter with his relief pitcher, Chris Jones. And we'll find out if there's going to be. They got some things going on. There's a meeting of the minds right now as both teams are discussing the situation. I want to remind you, while you're discussing your situation there, you might be in need of a new car. You need to go and check out Apple Ford Hyundai of Brenham, Texas, and find out why they're called the best-kept secret in Brazos Valley. They're located right off of 290 in Brenham, Texas. I'm going to give you an address here in a minute. I promise you, I got it somewhere in here. They're going to do a pitching change while they're doing that. They're going to have a new guy come in, and we'll tell you all about him in just a second. As looks like enough was enough, and Chase says that's it. We'll take a break. We'll tell you all about it in just a second. Meanwhile, we'll hear from the good people from Apple Ford Hyundai. Apple Ford Hyundai is a dealer you can count on. Apple's range of car services include new Ford Hyundai sales, used car sales, car loans, and auto financing. Certified Ford Hyundai Auto Service Department, full selection of Ford Hyundai auto parts and aftermarket accessories. Come on out to Brenham, Texas, and find out why Apple Ford Hyundai has been named the best-kept secret in Brazos Valley. They're located at 1820 Highway 290 West in Brenham, Texas. You can dial a toll-free number at 888-898-6095. There's even an internet sales division. Simply go to www.appleford.com. Apple Ford Hyundai of Brenham, Texas. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have a new pitcher, Mr. Trevor Hardy, 6'6", rangy fellow, out of Alvord, Texas. Someone tell me where Alvord, Texas is. Alan, you should know that. Alvord, Texas. A-L-V-O-R-D. I know he's a tall drink of water, 6'6", and they got him listed at 200 pounds. The sophomore, right-handed thrower, right-handed batter. He'll face off against Mr. Connor Rye. Connor Rye, strikeout victim back in the fourth inning. The new catcher for the Cardinals, Mr. Trabeze is now explaining the situation. Runners at first and third. The runner goes. There's a swing and a foul tip into the mid, but it's going to be a stolen base for Joe Mack. 0-1 is the count. Our score is 7-4. Panthers are trailing here in the bottom of the sixth inning. But threatening are the Panthers with Rye, who already has a grand slam home run today. That pitch is outside, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Panthers scored 4 runs in the first inning. Seemed like they would be ready for an explosive day. They've been shut down ever since. This has been the greatest threat they've had since the first inning. The reliever comes, kicks, fires. There's a swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Kind of late on that swing was Rye, as Hardy gets that one up with a little giddy up on it. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the 6th inning. Hardy ready to face off against Rye. The long, rangy right-hander checks in. He delivers, and there's a strike 3 called on the outside corner, and Rye will go down looking. So now it brings up the first baseman, Angel Avalos. Avalos is 0 for 2. He's waiting his first hit as he goes up against Hardy. The pitch on the way. There's a shot toward first base and a big hop right into the glove of McGill for the 3 unassisted, and the Panthers get no runs off no hit, 1 error, 2 runners left on. We've completed 6 innings, ladies and gentlemen, and the score: Incarnate Word 7, the Prairie View Panthers 4. You're listening to Panther Baseball on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but please be sure to spread the word. You can join us by following us on Twitter at OBN_radio, like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're on Instagram at OBN Radio, and don't forget to follow us on our website at www.obnradio.com. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our listen live line is 213-401-0037. Dial that number from any phone in the country and listen to our live broadcast coverage. In the event there's technical difficulty with that line, be sure to use our backup line. That number is 724-444-7444. The code is 46493. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're here in the top of the 7th inning. Panthers trailing by the score of 7-4. In relief is Mr. Jordan Johnson. He will face off with Christian
leading off the top of the 7th for the Cardinals
for the 7th inning.
Christian
Dibblebis got a double and scored back in the 5th inning. Doubled in an RBI in the 3rd inning. As he takes ball 1 to start off the 7th inning. Pitch offered up. There's a ball foul back out of play on the right side, and we're all even. 1 ball and 1 strike, Mr. Johnson. 1-1's the counts. Nobody out. Top of the 7th inning. Dibblebis going up against Johnson. Johnson checks in with his catcher, Rye, fires, and he took a little bit off that, and he missed. 2 balls and 1 strike. On deck will be Blake Woosley. Pitch on the way. There's a ball hit high toward left field. Going back, camping up under it, making an adjustment, and coming up with the grab is Grant Daughtery. Out number 1 here in the 7th inning.
Now batting the second baseman, Blake Woosley.
Woosley was called out on strikes back in the 5th inning. He got a single in the 3rd and lined out to left field in the 2nd inning. So Johnson ready to go work. He now taps his toe on the rubber, ready to deliver to Rye. He kicks and fires. A bunt was being showed, and there was it a hit batter? I was going to say a foul tip. It's going to be a foul tip. That ball hit off the bat, squaring around the bunt was Woosley, and he ended up hitting the home plate catcher on the gear and his face guard. So that's a strike that the Panthers would gladly take. I want to remind you the Panthers got a little home game streak here as they open up. They'll be taking on Our Lady of the Lakes in a 3-game series coming up here on the 21st and the 22nd. Pitch on the way, and that is strike call. Matter of fact, we plan to be here to give you some of that coverage here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. There's a ball hit toward right center field. Going back, camped up under it, he is Joe Mack, and that's out number 2. Back to the top of the lineup, brings up Mike Whitehead. Mark Whitehead got a sacrifice fly back in the 5th inning for an RBI. 2 flyouts to right and center, and a single and scored in the first. That ball is swung on and tapped foul for strike 1. Trying to get back and get you some more of that coverage there. Sunday's game at 1 o'clock against Our Lady of the Lakes. We'll bring you that game live. Then we'll get on the road to Huntsville, Texas, to Sam Houston Bearcats and Panthers get it action. You can listen to that right at the open mic. That ball is tapped, and a good play by the catcher, Rye, to step out for the 2-3 put out off the tapper, and that is going to retire the Cardinals. No runs, no hits, no errors, 3 up and 3 down. We are going to the bottom half of the 7th inning. The Panthers got to start shaking the sticks. They'll have Mr. Darren Williams, Robledo, and Edward Robledo, and Mr. Kevin Macias. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. If you want to take a break, we'll be right back.
You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but please be sure to spread the word. You can join us by following us on Twitter at OBN_radio, like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're on Instagram at OBN Radio, and don't forget to follow us on our website at www.obnradio.com. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our listen live line is 213-401-0037. Dial that number from any phone in the country and listen to our live broadcast coverage. In the event there's technical difficulty with that line, be sure to use our backup line. That number is 724-444-7444. The code is 46493. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas.
All right, welcome back to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Mike Prince here with you as we get ready to start this bottom half of the 7th inning. Panthers trailing by the score 7-4. Leading off will be Darren Williams. He's looking for his first hit. Hit a line screamer to the third baseman back in the 4th inning as he's ready to face off against Hardy. Hardy's off-speed pitch misses. 1-0 is the count. 1-0 is the count. The 7th inning stretch is being requested by Mr. AJ. There's a strike, and it's 1-1. 1-1 is the count. Nobody out. Bottom of the 7th inning. Panthers trailing 7-4. Hardy in relief. He's the third pitcher. That ball tapped foul out of play. He's the third pitcher. Sure, right now, if it stays and stands, he would be the winner. And Michael Dewey, through 94 pitches unofficially, would be the loser. There's a ball tapped foul out of play, and the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Panthers are 0-3 on this young season. Cardinals are 1-2. 1-2 pitch off it up. There's high. Makes it all even at 2-2. On deck is Robledo. The bottom half of the Panthers have not caused much fireworks today. See if they can change that. There's a ball hit sharply foul down third base line. Two and 2 is the count. Panthers trailing by 3. Here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Relief pitcher Hardy ready to deliver. There's a swing and a miss. Strikeout for Trevor Hardy. So it brings up Edward Robledo. Oh, it's a pinch hitter? Yeah, we got a new batter. Mr. Weston Pitts. I'm sorry, that's the wrong guy. Marlon Chapman. So Marlon Chapman will come in and bat for Robledo. Get a little information on Chapman here in just a second. From Dickerson, Texas. He's a freshman, went to Dickerson High School. He swings and is jammed. Hits that one foul for strike 1. Okay. So it's a strike on the foul ball. Pitch on the way, and that one's in for strike 2. So we'll see if Chapman will remain at second base. 0-2 pitch off it up. There's a swing and a miss, and down goes Chapman. Brings us now to the top of the lineup, Kevin Macias. Macias is 0 for 3. Looking for his first hit. He grounded out the second back in the 5th inning. Macias will waste a pitch. Takes ball 1. Bottom of the 7th inning, scheduled for 9. The Panthers and the Cardinals. Southland Conference against the Southwest Athletic Conference. That's the ball inside. 2-0. 2-0 is the count. 2 outs. There's a ball hit straight up, and the backup catcher is battling. Oh, and he makes a grab. That was an adventure for the backup catcher, Mr. Will Trapeze, but he does make it count. So that will take care of the Panthers. Nobody left on. Completed 7. Panthers are trailing by the score of 7-4. This is Mike Prince. Keep it where you got it. We'll be right back.
Don't have internet access to listen to the Open Mic Broadcast Network? No problem. Listen to the broadcast from any type of phone anywhere in the country by dialing 213-401-0037. Compliments of Audio Now.
I'm a paramedic, and it may sound silly, but a lot of people are afraid to call 911 when they're experiencing uncomfortable pressure, fullness, squeezing, or pain in the center of the chest. You know why? Because they think it would be embarrassing if it were a false alarm. Instead, people risk permanent damage or death because they're afraid they might get a lecture. That's ridiculous. To learn more about heart attack warning signs, call the American Heart Association at 1-800-AHA-USA1 or visit us on the web at americanheart.org.
Are you looking for an affordable way to increase your business? Let the Open Mic Broadcast Network lead the way. For a customized, affordable ad campaign, call 832-213-8824. All right, welcome back. We're going to the top of the 8th inning, a defensive change in. Now you have at second base for the Panthers, number 6, Josh Jefferson. So Jefferson will be in for defensive purposes. And we'll start off.
Now entering the game at second base, number 6, Josh Jefferson.
Leading off this 8th inning will be Matt Morris.
The shortstop, Matt
Morris got a single back in the 5th inning, hit by a pitch in the 4th inning, strikeout victim in the 2nd inning, and he reached by error in the 1st inning. So he's gotten on just about any way possible today. First pitch on the way from Johnson is ball outside. Got old Allen working the PA and keeping up with stats. He's multitasking, doing what he does. That ball is fouled out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike. And Allen. So Allen is doing the multitasking. Pitch on the way from Johnson. That's a nice pitch. Gets in for strike 2. And Allen, you're going to probably beat me up on this, man. I keep forgetting your last name. Witterhole? And that's some ball. Did you say Witterhole? Oh, Weederhole. I have the Weederhole. Okay. I'm going to ask you what is a Weederhole here in a minute. To say something again. Weederhole. Pitch on the way, and that one is inside. And should be a full count to Mr. Matt Morris here. Payoff pitch being offered up now by Johnson. Breaking ball. No, it does not go. That looked like a dandy. That's going to be a free pass for Matt Morris.
Now that is the left fielder, Jesse Hoover.
So it brings up Hoover. Hoover is unofficially 2 for 4. He's got 2 singles. Tapped out to the pitcher back in the 5th inning. Checking the run. The runner goes. The throw will not be in time. It was a strike call and a stolen base for Morris. So now runners in scoring position. As Johnson checks the runner back at second base. Ready to dig into the box is Hoover. Hoover awaits the pitch. There's a ball, nub, foul in foul territory. Count goes to 0-2 to Mr. Hoover. Used to be a boys' club I went to called Herbert Hoover's Boys Club. Way back in St. Louis. As a matter of fact, the St. Louis Cardinals Sportsman Park is where that place was at. That ball is outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's when they called the St. Louis Cardinals the Gas House Game. 1-2 is the count. Nobody out. Top of the 8th inning. Cardinals on top of the Panthers. 7-4. Pitch on the way. There's a ball sliced into left field, and they're going to hold the runner up. And that was a good piece of hitting for 2 strikes by Mr. Jesse Hoover. So runners are at first and third, and it brings up Mr. Austin Hoffman. Hoffman popped up to the catcher back in the 6th inning. Struck out in the 4th inning, got a single and scored in the 3rd, and got a sacrifice RBI to center field in the 1st. Waiting the pitch from Johnson. He delivers, and that's ball 1. 2 runs in the 1st, 3 in the 3rd, 2 in the 5th. Is how the Cardinals have scored. And that ball ends up behind Hoover, and it's 2-0. Now Rye comes out and talks to his catcher. Looks like there might be a little bullpen activity for the Panthers as Coach Muscala Cullivan now comes out. Looks like some activity going on for the Cardinals as well. We don't know if Johnson is done or not. As If anything, this will give his pitching staff a little bit more time to warm up on a cool day today. And that looks like that's going to be it for Mr. Johnson. We'll come back and we'll introduce our new pitcher. Panthers in the top of the 8th inning, trailing 7-4. We'll be back to tell you all about who the new guy is on the bump. You're listening to Panther Baseball right here at the Open Mic Broadcast. Listen to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but please be sure to spread the word. You can join us by following us on Twitter at OBN_radio, like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're on Instagram at OBN Radio, and don't forget to follow us on our website at www.obnradio.com. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our listen live line is 213-401-0037. Dial that number from any phone in the country and listen to our live broadcast coverage. In the event there's technical difficulty with that line, be sure to use our backup line. That number is 724-444-7444. All right, welcome back. We have a new pitcher for the Panthers, and that young man goes by the name of Mr. Cassidy Land. We'll tell you about him just, oh my, there's a ball hit deep to left field going back, and that ball hits the base of the wall. It's going to bring in 2-1 run. Boy, I thought that ball was getting out of here for a second. That was a hit all day long and twice on Sunday. He maybe could have caught it, but that ball was hit with authority. And, yeah, so that's going to be an RBI single for Mr. McGill. So it brings up McGill. That was for Hoffman. So that makes the score 8-2. Pitch offered up. There's hit right off the pitcher, and he threw the ball lackadaisically into right field. Oh, my goodness. It's an E1. The ball was hit sharply off his shin, but it's still a playable ball. He had time to look. Meanwhile, another run is going to come in. Another run does not come in. I'm sorry, bases are loaded. Yeah, they did all move up. Okay. So we got runners at second and third now, and it brings up Will Trabeze. Trabeze coming in relief, and he hits a shot up the middle, and that's going to bring in 2 runs for sure. The play at the plate will not be in time, and the floodgates are beginning to open up against the Panthers right now. That was Treves coming in for the injured Bassett. He drives in 2 RBIs. Now it brings up Brance Cayley. Cayley takes ball 1. 4 pitches that was by Mr. Land. And there's another ball hit up and going in foul territory and wrestling with it. And Avelos makes that catch in foul territory. I sound like I'm echoing over here. So it brings up now Mr. Christian Divelbis.
How about the designated hitter, Christian Divelbis?
Divelbis has a couple doubles on today, I should say, as that ball is in the dirt, blocked by the catcher to throw to second, not in time. That will be an advancement by wild pitch. the runner ends up at second base off the wild pitch. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Pitch offered up, swung on and missed. Strike 1. 1-1 to count. Cardinals have gotten 4 runs here in this 8th inning. There's a ball sliced foul out of play. Makes it 1 ball and 2 strikes. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, that at 7:30 Central Standard Time, we'll be in Waller, Texas, doing the final home basketball game for the Waller Bulldogs and the Magnolia Bulldogs. Battle of the Bulldogs. Coach Earl Claiborne and the Waller Bulldogs. There's a ball hit straight up on the infield. Walter Wells takes it and makes that put out for out number 2. 2 outs here in the top of the 8th inning. 4 runs have been scored for the Cardinals off of only 2 hits. Brings up now Blake Woosley. Woosley takes ball 1. Land ready to go back to work. We still have yet to give you information on Land as that ball is hit toward Josh Jefferson and making a play. Dawn from his knees was Jefferson for the 4-3 putout, and they get 4 runs off of 3 hits, 1 error, 1 runner left on base. We have completed 7.5 innings. The Panthers in a deep hole, trailing by the score of, what's that, 6, 9, 11 to 4. 11 to 4, the Panthers trail. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back.
You don't have internet access to listen to the Open Mic Broadcast Network? No problem. Listen to the broadcast from any type of phone anywhere in the country by dialing 213-401-0037. Compliments of Audio Now.
I'm a paramedic, and it may sound silly, but a lot of people are afraid to call 911 when they're experiencing uncomfortable pressure, fullness, squeezing, or pain in the center of the chest. You know why? Because they think it would be embarrassing if it were a false alarm. Instead, people risk permanent damage or death because they're afraid they might get a lecture. That's ridiculous. To learn more about heart attack warning signs, call the American Heart Association at 1-800-AHA-USA1 or visit us on the web at americanheart.org.
Are you looking for an affordable way to increase your business? Let the Open Mic Broadcast Network lead the way. For a customized, affordable ad campaign, call 832-213-8824. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to the bottom of the 8th inning. Another new pitcher, Mr. Adam Hunter. Hunter will be the new pitcher for the Cardinals. Hunter is 6 foot tall, 210-pound junior out of Yoakum, Texas. Yoakum, Texas. We then get a chance to give you the information on Cassidy Land. Cassidy Land is a right-handed pitcher. Then you transfer from Brookhaven Community College out of Livingston, Texas. The Panthers will have coming up here in this inning Walter Wells, Anthony Fernandez, and Grant Daughtery. So the Panthers having it pretty rough on them right now. So Ryan McGinty has made a cameo appearance today. You gone again, Ryan? So they're ready to get this bottom half of the 8th inning. I think he said, and bell pepper, they're making their pizza orders in.
Leading off the bottom of the 8th inning for the Panthers, the shortstop, Walter Wells.
Walter Wells will now come up to bat for the Panthers. Wells is 1 for 3, scored a run way back in the 1st inning. Way back. Way back yonder's way. pitch on the way is strike one from Mr. Hunter. The 0-1 pitch being offered up by Hunter. That ball is hit toward the third baseman. He backs in off of one knee, makes the strong throw for the 5-3 putout for out number one in the eighth inning. It brings up now Mr. Anthony Fernandez. So some defensive changes going on. There's a swing and a miss. Well, foul territory. It's just like a miss. It's a strike.
The designated hitter, Anthony Fernandez.
Fernandez. AJ proposing to people on the radio? Oh, he said after graduation. There's one ball downstairs, 1 ball and 1 strike. You know, he just saying it because he got a full belly right now. That's what he's 1-1 count offered up to Fernandez. So pitch on the way from Hunter. He's downstairs. Makes it 2 balls and 1 strike. We are in the bottom of the eighth inning. Panthers trailing 11-4. There's a ball hit feebly toward the pitcher, and that will retire Mr. Hernandez.
What a
1-3 put out.
Defensive replacement for the Cardinals. Now in playing center field, number 7, Aaron Warren. Now batting for the Panthers, the left fielder, Grant Faraday.
So Daugherty will come up. Daugherty will come up to bat here in the bottom half of the eighth. Panthers trailing 11-4. He'll take ball 1 from the pitcher, Mr. Hunter, Adam Hunter. The hunting games. There's a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. AJ says he's going to put me up to bat. That reminds me of a story. I was working with some kids at the batting cage, and there's a ball hit right back up the middle, shortstop. Makes the 6-3 put out, strong throw by Morris, and the Panthers go up 1, 2, 3, 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no error. We're going to the top of the ninth. Panthers trail 11-4. I'll tell you this story. I was doing some batting practice, AJ, and I got to feeling good. They said, well, show us how it's done. I got to taking that batting practice, man, and my body got hot, and I realized I was over 40, and I had to lay down and take a nap. I did make good contact, though. I was looking good, was feeling good for a little while, then I realized that my playing days were over. We're going to take a break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back.
You know what? I got a problem with drinking and driving. Too many fall victim, most don't survive it. We just gotta think before we drink, cause you can lose your life just as fast as you can blink. It's that simple. We all know driving drunk is illegal, so we're doing it. I'm just trying to smarten up my people so we can keep it safe on the road. I'm all about mad, and that's because they got a positive goal. So next time when you out with the guys, make sure at least one stays sober to ride. Keep it safe, y'all. Yeah, keep it safe, y'all. Yeah, mad.org.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're going to the top of the ninth inning. The Panthers trailing 11-4. Panthers came out like gangbusters in the first inning, and they have been shut down ever since. Leading off for the Cardinals will be the leadoff, Mr. Mark. No, that's not. That's number 14. Is that a new batter?
Yep. Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Cardinals. Number 14, Braden Martin.
So Martin will come in to bat for Whitehead, and his first pitch is underneath the glove of Marcius. And that will be an error. E5, and that is actually error number 5 committed against the Panthers. Well, they say it's a questionable 6.
Since hitting number 6, Dustin Cole.
Now, Cole will come in and bat for Matt Morris, and there's a base hit in the right field, and the runners will hold up at first and second. So Dustin Cole came in to get a little action, and he gets a base hit off his first at bat. And so you got runners at first and second now. So now
having the left fielder, Jesse Hoover.
Now Hoover will come up to bat. Hoover takes ball 1. Trying to figure out how did Hoover get on base his last at bat. Looked like, was he walked? And that's ball 2. 2-0 is the counts. 11-4 is our score. Panthers trailing here in the 9th inning, and there's a strike by Land. So Hoover got a single his last at bat. And that's a swing and a foul tip. Makes it even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 is the count. 11-4. Panthers are trailing. Here we're going to say Incarnate Word from the Southland Conference. Pitcher is delivered. The ball will be hit to Woosley at second base. That will be a 4-3. The runners will advance. I'm sorry. No, that's Josh Jefferson. I'm all confused right now. Josh Jefferson. Woosley does play second base for the Cardinals. So Hoffman now comes up to bat. Hoffman got a single and a run scored back in the 8th inning. He takes ball 1. Pitch off it up. There's a ball hit sharply into left field, going back. Did he make the catch? Yes, he did. And tagging up. Boy, that was an adventure out there for Daughtery on that one. That was going to be a out, but the runner does tag up and score, does Mr. Martin, to make it 12-4. So it will bring up Ethan McGill.
The fielder, Aaron Warren.
Okay. That's a ball 1. We got a new batter. Takes ball 1. Mr. Warren is now batting. He swings and misses. He wears number 7. Aaron Warren is the batter. Swings and misses for strike 2. Warren is from Schertz, Texas, wherever that is. Schertz, Texas. Oh, that ball is fair. Hit down third base line, and a run is going to score, and that ball is thrown over to second baseman Josh Jefferson, and the circus 10 is out. So the runner advanced off an errant throw. It was a base hit for Warren with an RBI. And wow.
Not batting
Cole
William Trees.
And all the way to third base. Treves will now come in to bat. And he takes strikes 1. Treves got in with a single and 2 RBIs. Ball is blocked by the catcher. 1 ball and 1 strike. Top of the 9th inning here, the Panthers have lost all kind of composure this inning. Throwing errors. There's a ball hit toward the shortstop right over the head of Wells. And that will be another run and an RBI for the Cardinals. So that will make it, yeah, it's pretty bad right now. 14 to 4. Cayley comes up to bat. He takes ball 1. That one's upstairs for ball 2. There's no doubt about it. They're going to allow Land to finish this. Don't waste any more arms. Pitch on the way. There's a ball hit high. Shortstop. Wells camped up underneath it. And he makes the grab. The damage has definitely been done. 3 runs. 3 hits.
Prairie View A&M 4.
3 errors. And 1 runner left on. Score 14-4. Panthers trail. We'll be back for the bottom half of the 9th inning. You're listening to Panther Baseball right here at the Open Light Broadcast Network. I'm Mike Prince. Keep it where you got it. We'll be right back.
Apple Ford Hyundai is a dealer you can count on. Apple's range of car services include new Ford Hyundai sales, used car sales, car loans, and auto financing. Certified Ford Hyundai Auto Service Department, full selection of Ford Hyundai auto parts and aftermarket accessories. Come on out to Brenham, Texas, and find out why Apple Ford Hyundai has been named the best-kept secret in Brazos Valley. They're located at 1820 Highway 290 West in Brenham, Texas. You can dial a toll-free number at 888-898-6095. There's even an internet sales division. Simply go to www.appleford.com. Apple Ford Hyundai of Brenham, Texas.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Mike you from the baseball complex on the campus of Prairie View, and there's all kind of multiple changes going on right now. I don't even think I'm going to try to write them out. We got a new pitcher. The pitcher is Austin Hoffman. Hoffman came in tonight for today's contest playing right field. He's now pitching. There are all kind of multiple changes. At first base is Bryce Shepard. He's wearing number 10. We'll find out exactly what's going on. Meanwhile, the Panthers have scheduled for that Joe Mack, Connor Rye, and Angel Avelos. So they're getting things set to go. The new pitcher, as we may mention, is Hoffman. So Allen is down there getting the information. And Wiederhole. What you got, Mr. Wiederhole? Well, we do know that Joe Mack takes ball 1 to start off this bottom half of the 9th inning. We do have at first base is going to be Bryce Shepard, number 10. And that is a ball outside, 2 balls and no strikes. 14-4. Panthers losing. There's a swing and a miss. And it's 2-1. 2-1 is the count. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Pitch off it up. That misses. 3-1. On deck, scheduled, is Mr. Connor Rye. Pitch off it up, swung on. Foul tip. Hope that didn't hit Mr. Trevese in the family right on the inside of his thigh. That's not a good feeling on a cool day like today. It's a beautiful day, but it's cold. Mr. Rogers would not approve of this day. Cold. 3-2 is the count. Somebody needs to call a psych ward for AJ. He is definitely on the road today. Payoff pitch on the way. Oh, my. Go sit down. Strikeout called against Joe Mack. So it brings up now Connor Rye. Connor Rye started off hot. Grand slam home run in the first inning. He was struck out in the fourth inning and called out on strikes in the sixth inning. So he's 1 for 3. He will go up against Mr. Hoffman. Hoffman's sidewind delivery is in for strike 1. Kind of dipped on his throat in. He'd been coming 3/4. That way he went sideways. So Hoffman checks in with Trevese, and he delivers. There's a ball hit toward right field, and that should be secured. And it's not Hoffman in right field any longer, so Martin is in right field. So it's 2 outs for the Panthers. It brings up
the first baseman, Angel Avalos.
Avalos coming up. Avalos swings and hits his first hit into center field. And that was the first hit for the Panthers since the first inning. Wow. The first hit given up by this staff since the first inning.
Now batting the center fielder, Darian Williams.
So it brings up Darian Williams. Williams has struck out twice and lined out to third base. He's trying to avoid the hat trick. And he takes strike 1. The runner at first base is Avalos. I'm going to get it right. Avalos. There's a ball hit. Handcuff popped up. Shortstop is being called off by the left fielder and makes the grab. And that is going to retire the Panthers, and that is going to bring us to a conclusion of this game. I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take us a quick break. We will come back with our post-game report, and we'll be right back to wrap this one up between the Cardinals and the Panthers. The Panthers go down by the score of 14-4. Keep it where you got it. We'll be right back with our post-game.
You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but please be sure to spread the word. You can join us by following us on Twitter at OBN_radio, like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're on Instagram at OBN Radio, and don't forget to follow us on our website at www.obnradio.com. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our listen live line is 213-401-0037. Dial that number from any phone in the country and listen to our live broadcast coverage. In the event there's technical difficulty with that line, be sure to use our backup line. That number is 724-444-7444. The code is 46493. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but please be sure to spread the word. You can join us by following us on Twitter at OBN_radio, like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're on Instagram at OBN Radio, and don't forget to follow us on our website at www.obnradio.com. the station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our listen live line is 213-401-0037. Dial that number from any phone in the country and listen to our live broadcast coverage. In the event there is technical difficulty with that line, be sure to use our backup line. That number is 724-444-7444. The code is 46493. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our post-game show as you hear the school song of my beloved alum, Prairie View A&M. On a sad note today, the Panthers lose by the score of 14-4. The Panthers got off to what seemed a great start with the grand slam home run by Connor Rye back in the first inning to give the Panthers an early 4-0 lead. But after that, the pitching staff combined for no hits until the last at-bat in the ninth inning, as the Panthers end up with a total of 4 hits, and they get 4 runs off of those 4 hits, left 3 runners stranded. There were 2 errors committed by Incarnate Word. Meanwhile, on the other side of the fence, the Panthers committed 7 errors. Felt like 17 errors. 7 errors, gave up 16 hits and 14 runs. Incarnate Word left 11 runners on the base paths. They improved their record to 2-2, while the Panthers' record drops to 0-4. The Panthers will try to get things regrouped before they get back into Southwest Athletic Conference play, which is due to start within a couple of weeks on the 28th of this month. Our next broadcast will be for the Panthers as they take on Our Ladies of the Lake here at Prairie View on Sunday. 1 p.m. is the scheduled first pitch time. They will take on a 3-game series with Our Ladies of the Lake starting on Saturday right here from John Tankersley Baseball Complex. The Panthers take one hard on the chin today, losing by the score of 14-4. They'll go back to the drawing board to try to get things settled and ready to go. I want to remind you that this broadcast was made possible by the good people from Apple Ford Hyundai of Brenham, Texas. Go and give them a buzz by and find out why they are called the best kept secret in Brazos Valley. You don't have to take my word for it. Get in contact with them and tell them that the Open Mic Broadcast Network sent you by. That address is 1820 Highway 290 in Brenham, Texas. You can give them a call at 936-836-3659. Call old Harvey Williams, tell him Mike Prince sent you by, and make yourself a deal. Well, our time is up. We got to get down the road. We got a basketball game to call at 7:30 p.m. where the Waller Bulldogs and the Magnolia Bulldogs will get together for the final game of the season for the Bulldogs, as our tip-off will be in approximately, 2 hours and 45 minutes or so. My name is Mike Prince. Thank you so much for listening. God bless. Good evening, and we'll see you on the other side.
The following presentation was an exclusive production of the Open Mic Broadcast Network. The Open Mic Broadcast Network was a station designed with you in mind. Remember to follow us on Twitter at OBN_radio. Like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. And remember to follow us on Instagram at OBN Radio. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network.